ibn Hanbal, rahimahullah. So this is the sacrifice the parents did to raise men like that. What type of men are we going to be raising? What type of youth are we raising? Look at our own actions, and there you are. Your answer is right in front of you, bold and clear. And if you want to change that, then Allah will open the way. Make dua that Allah gives us the tawfiq, the ability to change our ways, raise our children in a more, better manner than we have been doing so far. One of the saddest things we find in this day and age is that the parents feel, or they think and they believe, that they have fulfilled their roles as Muslims, good Muslims, strong Muslims, by just taking the children, dropping them to a Muslim or Islamic Sunday school and going back home, where they learn 1 hour Arabic, 1 hour Islamic studies. No, that's not sufficient. They think they've done their duty by dropping them at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock to the masjid to learn the Quran, picking them up at 6 o'clock and taking them home, feeding them, thinking that's it, they've done their duty. Far from have they done their duty, my brothers. When you look at the two examples I gave you before, so how do we become good role models? How do we become those parents that are responsible parents? Those that will be good role models to their children. Give them the correct upbringing and teaching that they need. The first thing you have to do is you have to make self-evaluation. You have to look at yourself. And we have to criticize, be critical of our own actions, our own shortcomings. And we have to fix that. That's the first step in fixing the youth of today. After that, we have to make sure that our actions that match our speech. كَبُرَ مَقْتًا عِنْدَ اللَّهِ أَن تَقُولُوا مَا لَا تَفْعَلُونَ. What an awful thing it is in the sight of Allah that you say those things which you do not do. This is what we have to keep reminding ourselves. We tell the people to wake up and pray at night, and we sleep right through Fajr. We tell the people, we tell the children, we have to pray 5 times a day. Yeah, we combine all our prayers when we get home, after work. We have to make sure that our speech, whatever we tell our children, our youth, that we follow this up with action. We ask Allah Jalla, my brothers, to give us the tawfiq to understand our roles and our responsibilities as parents vis-a-vis our children, because if all the parents take care of their children, then you will find that the youth will be fixed, the community will be fixed, society will be fixed. My next section of this reminder is to try and home into your minds a principle, a fact, something which no two minds should really disagree with. And that is that children, be they youth or younger or older, whether we accept this or not, they will follow what they see you do. They will follow the parents no matter what. You may think, oh no, my son will never do what I'm doing. But he will do it. It's something which Allah has told us in the Quran time and time and time again. And we have witnessed it in society. And that it takes a real mu'min, believer, to abandon the evil, the bad deeds, and the shirk, and the bid'ah, and heretical practices of the parents. It takes a real righteous man when he grows up, or youth, to see that's wrong, stop it and change. Allah Jalla wa'ala said in the Quran about Shu'aib, قالوا يا شعيب أصلاتك تأمرك أن تترك ما يعبد آباؤنا. O Shu'aib, these are the people of Shu'aib alayhi salam, the Prophet. They said, O Shu'aib, does your prayer prevent us? Is he stopping us, warning us to leave what our forefathers were upon? They said this in a very belittling way to Shu'aib. And these were the people of Shu'aib. This was their general understanding. Hang on, you want us to leave what our parents were upon? In another ayah, وَإِذَا قِيلَ لَهُمُ اتَّبِعُوا مَا أَنزَلَ اللَّهُ قَالُوا بَلْ نَتَّبِعُ مَا أَلْفَيْنَا عَلَيْهِ آبَاءَنَا أَوَلَوْ كَانَ آبَاؤُهُمْ لَا يَعْقِلُونَ شَيْئًا وَلَا يَهْتَدُونَ. And it is said to them, and when it was said to them, follow that which Allah has revealed to you. They replied to this order, rather we will follow what our forefathers were upon, what our parents were upon. And then Allah replies to them saying, what, even if your fathers were astray, didn't understand anything, you still follow them? This is confirmation to show you, my brothers, that this is something which is innate, that people will tend to follow their parents' understanding of Islam, their parents' misdeeds. They will not think of them as misdeeds and bad things unless they're taught and explained and Allah guides them. In another ayah, Salih alayhi salam, قالوا يا صالح قد كنت فينا مرجوعا. O Salih, you used to be a very respectful person with us. You were somebody who we sought advice and guidance from. You were in high esteem with us. قبل هذا, before all this that you're calling us to. أتنهانا أن نعبد ما يعبد آباؤنا. Do you prevent us from worshipping what our parents used to worship? وإننا في شك وإننا لفي شك مما تدعوننا إليه مريب. That we have great doubt about what you're calling us to, they said. So they didn't even believe their prophet that was sent to them. That's the degree to which they held fast to the way of their parents. On a positive note, this also has a positive aspect to all this. Salih, Shu'aib, these ayahs in the Quran, that if you bring your children up righteously, upon Tawheed, upon Sunnah, you bring them up upon obedience to Allah, you were a good role model, then they will not leave that leader. They will adhere to that just as much as a fasiq, an evil person would adhere to his parents' way. So that both are there for you to choose. Your children will adhere to it to that degree. وإذا تتلى عليهم آياتنا بينات قالوا ما هذا إلا رجل يريد أن يصدكم عما كان يعبد آباؤكم. And when the verses of Allah was recited to them clearly, they said, what is this man? What does this man come with? He wants to stop us or prevent us from what our parents used to worship, what our forefathers used to worship. So there's so many ayahs in the Quran saying, look, you parents, you're responsible. Forefathers are responsible. You have the ability to make your children be firm and adhere closely and firmly to the haqq, to the truth, to righteousness and piety, and you also have the ability to make your children, your youth, adhere to corruption and shirk and innovation. The choice is in your hands, my brothers. Inshallah, by that, we've got 15 minutes before Salah. We'll stop there, inshallah, and if you want to take any questions, we'll take some questions or any clarifications. Otherwise, we'll break and have a 15 minutes break because you've had a long hour with the Sheikh and 45 minutes with me. Must be tired. So if there's any questions, let's take your questions, inshallah, or clarification.